Hey, it's Jason, and today I want to talk to you about why use a realtor. Why use a realtor? And the reason I want to go over this is because there are a lot of scenarios that you can run into that without that legal representation, that's right, realtors are your legal representation in the transaction. So I want to go over some of the experiences that I go through on a week-to-week basis that I think that you're damn lucky you have a realtor representing you if you run into some of these scenarios. So let's first of all go over one of the scenarios I ran into last week, and that was there was a termite infestation, and the buyer had put down, their earnest money and went through the inspection and found out there to be termites. Well, the termite damage was estimated to be around $30,000. So the buyer decided, you know what, I don't want to go through with this transaction. I want to get my earnest money back. So the realtor was there to make sure that they got their earnest money back. What are some other scenarios? Let's say you're buying without a realtor and you get into the transaction and the appraisal comes in short. So last week I also had an appraisal come in $20,000 short, $20,000. So what happens when the appraisal comes in short? Even if it comes in $1,500 short, what happens? So you have a couple options. You can have your real estate agent negotiate for you with the seller to bring the sales price down. Now it is still a negotiation at that point in the process, because the seller doesn't have to come down. They could just put their house back on the market and hope someone overpays for it. And that happens. People do overpay for homes, and eventually, the way our market's going, it could absolutely, retain its value and go up in value over the next 6 months. I think that 6 to 12 months, you're going to be seeing anywhere from 3 to 6% appreciation here in Maricopa County in Arizona. Maricopa County just happens to be the fastest growing city in the United States, the fastest growing county in the United States right now, where 250 people a day are moving. 250 people a day are moving to Maricopa County. That's insane. That is insane. We have low property taxes, low income taxes. We have better freeways. Yeah, I said it, better freeways. We have kick butt freeways. And it's just a great place to live. It's a great economy. Now, compared to some other, economies like, say, in Kansas, where you can have a $70,000 home, it may not seem like such a great economy, but relative to California, relative to New York, relative to Seattle, this is an outstanding economy. You can have a 4,000 square foot home on a nice piece of land for around $350 to $450. Yeah, that's insane. So getting a realtor to represent you will protect you through contract negotiations and not saying the wrong thing to the seller. But if you're going right at the iBuyer and using them to represent you, the appraisal comes in short, they can manipulate the scenario and you won't know, you won't be any wiser. So I highly recommend using a realtor, because there are scenarios that come up in a transaction. It's never done until it is done, until you record with the county and you've signed all your papers. It's never done until it's done. So you just never know. And getting the right inspector out there and having a legal, trained, licensed professional is to your benefit 100%. Hey, if you have any more questions about your loan or refinancing or getting the best interest rate, give me a call, inbox me, or however you want to, get a hold of me. I appreciate you watching. Until next time.